Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a fire destroys a Perry County home, leaving 8 people wondering where to go next. Plus, officials say icy roads are to blame for a crash that sent 3 students in Magoffin County to the hospital. And a man accused in a deadly shooting at a Tennessee Waffle House enters a plea in court. We'll tell you what happened.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Thursday, February the 14th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for watching Mountain News This Morning on Valentine's Day. Well, if you went outside yesterday, you may have needed to throw a little extra hairspray in like I did because it was windy, and an extra jacket because it was chilly. Let's bring Brandon in on the fold this morning and see, Brandon, are we going to see a repeat of what we saw yesterday? And I think you might even tell us that could be some more precipitation coming today.
Not so much today, maybe more tonight. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape there. The wind will continue, but the temperatures will be a little bit warmer, so the wind chill may not be as bad today. So you're still going to need that hairspray, Will. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the hazard camera this morning outside the WYMT studios on this Valentine's Day morning. And pretty quiet once again today. Not expecting too much until we get later into the day when we'll see those clouds really start to increase. We're seeing some breaks in the action right now across the mountains. Had a few clouds in the overnight hours. Kind of kept us a little bit clear from fog this morning because of the wind still cranking across parts of the area. Temperatures in the 30s and some 20s down toward the Kentucky-Tennessee border there. Middlesboro and Jacksboro both at 27 and Harlan's at 28. Wind speeds shifted direction there a little bit coming out of the southwest now, and we're seeing those anywhere between 5 and 10 miles an hour. That was a pickup at times. Could see some gusts all the way up into the 25 mile per hour range later on today. And again, those temperatures making it feel just a touch colder in some locations this morning. Day planner, we'll look at sunshine mixed with clouds first, then more clouds as we head deeper into the afternoon, but the rain chances should hold off to after midnight. So if you've got those plans this evening, I think you're in pretty good shape. I'll have the rest of the forecast in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, a family of 8 is looking for a place to live this morning after a fire destroyed their home. It happened Wednesday afternoon on Old Highway 80 in Avawam. Joey Nix is one of the family members who had to watch as their house went up in flames. He is incredibly thankful no one in his family was hurt, but say they've lost almost everything they own.
Stuff they can't get back, replaced, pictures, memories, everything's gone. All the stuff we worked for, everything lost in just one day.
Officials are still trying to figure out what caused the fire. The Red Cross was notified of the situation. Well, 3 students are recovering this morning after icy roads caused their car to crash yesterday in Magoffin County. Deputies say one of the cars hit an icy patch along Route 7 about 5 minutes away from the high school. Officials there spent the day talking with classmates who knew the 3 and making get well cards for the students in the hospital.
It was bad, obviously, but it could have been worse. And so as a school family, we're thankful that it wasn't worse, but we're also pulling together to offer those students support and show their families that we're thinking of them. I just make sure I don't watch it.
Now we are told all 3 students were awake and responsive when they went to the hospital. Their names were not released. Now, icy roads were also to blame for a 2-car crash yesterday morning in Jackson County. These photos were sent to us by a viewer. She tells us her 17-year-old daughter was driving herself and her 6-year-old brother to school when her car slid off the road and crashed into an embankment. A truck slid off the road in the same area. The viewer says her daughter was banged up but not seriously injured. To Harlan County now, where police found a woman dead in a river on Wednesday. Investigators say someone found Rebecca Johnson's car in the river off Kentucky 38. Police believe the crash happened Tuesday evening in Clossplint. The car was covered in water and was only noticed once the water receded. Johnson was 46 years old. Well, North Main Street in Hazard is back open this morning following a rock slide, but it is scheduled to be shut back down in a few hours. It started Tuesday afternoon around 4, and by 11 that night, it had swallowed up the northbound lanes. On Wednesday, city and county officials worked to clean up the mess, but crews were dealing with other slides and couldn't get to the one downtown for a while. People who work in the area say it couldn't have come at a worse time.
Of course, because I mean, it definitely, we're trying to promote small businesses here and stuff like that. So, it definitely hurts our business.
Now, officials with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet say they will close the road back down to finish cleaning up the debris. In Pulaski County, recent heavy rainfall has Lake Cumberland at levels some say they have not seen in years. You can't even see the boat ramp at Burnside Island State Park right now. We are told the walkway is being held in place by a chain tied to a pickup truck. Some people we talked to say the lake is the highest they have ever seen it during the winter months. Well, check out the Ohio River in Louisville. The river took over many low-lying areas across the city this week. Road barriers are up in those areas, trying to keep drivers out of danger. While the river is still well above flood stage, it is now expected to crest slightly lower than originally thought. The case for the man accused in a shooting at a Tennessee Waffle House was back in court yesterday. Travis Reinking's lawyer entered the not guilty plea on charges related to the 2018 shooting in Antioch, just south of Nashville. Reinking was not there. Police say he walked into a Waffle House on April 22nd and began shooting with an AR-15 assault-style rifle, killing 4 people. Well, in other news this morning, a new survey shows the internet can be a dark and scary place for some users. According to the Anti-Defamation League, more than half of all Americans say they were subjected to hateful speech and harassment online last year. 37% say they suffered severe harassment, which includes things like sexual harassment, physical threats, and stalking. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, a special profession is making a comeback just in time for Valentine's Day.
And you'll love the forecast for the first part of this Valentine's Day, but clouds and rain chances will return later. I'll have all the details in about 4 minutes.